Welcome back to the Ender's Game on Blu-ray Disc Tournament, presented by MLG and GameOn.gg. We're hopping into potentially the last match of the series. Maybe not though, State can bring it back with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be 4 more games to go, I think. 4? Yeah, potentially 4.
Could be
15
three more games if they get draws.
No.
But considering that it's 3-1 right now, yeah, 4 more games, or 3 more games.
3 more games, I think, are possible.
Definitely.
No, 4 more games.
No, 3 more games.
Oh, 3 more.
Because if State wins 3 in a row, he would be 4-3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 3 more games are possible here.
Indeed.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks to Augustus, in case he's not able to return. You should follow him at RootIAgus on Twitter.
What a cool guy.
Pretty cool guy.
Isaac, a pretty good Terran player, I think.
Hmm?
Isaac, a pretty good Terran player, I think.
Isaac? Augustus?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
what
pretty
is his,
good.
is he Grandmaster?
Yeah, of course. I think he's rank 120-ish on Korea right now.
About that.
Yeah, about 120-ish.
That's pretty good.
In Korea. Yeah.
Higher than, I think, Artosis.
Yeah.
No one's as high as Lactosis.
Yeah.
Lactosis is like
I think it's...
all the barcodes in the top 16, all the Protoss ones, they're him.
Protoss? I didn't know that was a race in Hearthstone.
Wow.
10 out of 10. Can I assign my own jokes 10 out of 10?
Yeah. You
okay,
can do
thanks.
that, yeah.
Anyway, spawning in the northern position, we have ex-Root player, the pink Protoss, State.
Yep. Playing from the Prime House, currently looking for a Korean team, so if you're a Korean team watching,
pick him up.
Pick him up.
Give him lots of money, like all those Korean teams.
Don't necessarily do.
Yeah.
But some do.
In the bottom position, as the red pro Terran, is the red pro gaming Terran, we have from Team Root, Masa.
Masita. Yep.
Yeah.
Half Canadian, half Korean, half breed, living in Canada, and he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yep. Unfortunately, he hasn't been to lands outside of Canada. He wins like all the lands in Canada. You guys were talking about that, but he hasn't yet gone to like any other lands.
Like a
outside,
DreamHack or anything like that.
He's young, so hopefully soon he is able to, because he's definitely had the potential to make waves, I think. And he's gonna go for CC first one more time by the looks of it. Stayed with a very similar opener as always with the 2 gases. Still yet to be seen what he will do off of this. Oh, just 1 gas actually. So a little bit. We might see a much earlier Nexus from State this game.
Indeed, we will. Maybe.
Possibly. Yep.
Well, looks like we are. Not gonna see a much earlier Nexus.
I think we will.
Yep, I think just 1 gas expand.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is what he did last game, isn't it?
Augustus, confirm?
Yes.
Yes, that is
his name
what he
really
did last game.
Augustus?
No, that's Ethan.
Oh.
Well, last game I think he went 2 gas actually to get the fast oracle.
Last game he.
No,
I think he.
Rain, he had 1 gas.
Yeah, on Habitation he went 2 gas.
Yeah, of course.
We'll see if Masa wants to block this with an eBay.
Pretty annoying, and State does want to expand here. You can tell he's floating a lot of resources.
Yes, and even cancels the Sell It, I think, in order to, because his resources jumped 100.
No, the Zealot thing, that's a defense against proxies. If you get proxy 11-11 and you get to like the pro scouting, you start the Zealot, finish it, like you don't finish it unless you see him winning or something.
Not sure if you guys can hear Iagus, but he was saying the Sell It cancel is pretty common, and it's to account for proxies.
It's kind of like they do the same thing in PvZ.
Yeah.
Where you'll see the Protoss start the Zealot, but they always cancel it if they scout.
Yep.
Oh! You know what we're going to see here?
I think so. I think we're going to see the same build that we saw from Masa on this build.
Oh,
against the same
no.
opponent.
Do you think Masa's going to beat State twice in the same series using the 2 identical builds he did?
It's possible.
In the previous
this time
series?
around, he's proxying it. Oh, never mind. He's going to proxy it like a slightly left to the left of where he proxied it last time. Anyone who didn't watch this build, watch it. If it works, it's going to be pretty amazing, I think. But we'll have to wait and see if that's what he's doing. Yeah, 2 refineries. So we might just see that. I mean, there's no tech lap on the barracks whatsoever, so I expect to see a factory.
Oh,
but State scouts it right away.
Did he see the SCV?
Well, State saw the SCV 100%.
Okay,
Did the SCV see the mothership core?
No.
So
what's possible is that State.
That's the.
Yeah, until he starts, so they can send down things.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
mess
sure
up.
people can hear you, Ethan. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'll stop.
Well, like if you say something, we'll have to repeat it, I guess. Because Steven just tends to answer.
Not me, I never do that.
No, you always do that. So yeah, that's why I was wondering if the SUV saw the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core is gonna be able to force a cancel on that, and State gets a pretty decent advantage from it. He's not gonna die to the same build twice. It is the final game.
Maybe.
Potentially. I mean, he's Masa's on match point, so...
State doesn't want it to be the final game.
Yeah, exactly. What is Masa gonna do now? He's floating enough money to drop a third CC.
Which I think is what he's gonna look to do.
Yeah. And
he does
there
start
it
the
goes.
third.
Now adding Tech Lab and Reactor onto a Varix, but that's gonna be a really late stim for him. He's been floating a lot of gas, hoping to drop that factory into the starport, as we saw, like, you know, the last series against State. But State not falling for the same trick twice, so Masa's gonna have to adapt, but definitely from a deficit here.
Does Masa cut SCVs to make that all-in work? All-in-ish? Down to 32 to 38 harvesters. I know Protoss has Chrono Boost, but...
Yeah. So, turret's going up for Masa, perhaps scared of potential DTs, deals with observers, and not really the greatest position for a turret if you're looking for oracles. So.
Except it gives you a place to run the SCVs too.
Yeah,
but yeah, for just an oracle, you'd probably want it in your mineral field.
Yeah, absolutely. Observer will be flying into Masa's main and scouting everything that's going on. So this is good for State, able to identify what's going on really early on. And he is gonna have to make a choice here. Is he gonna try to hit a timing, knowing that the stim is later, that the combat shields, the, you know, everything that comes off of that tech lab on the barracks is gonna be a little bit later. Maybe not. It is a risk, of course, and it is the final game potentially, so he has to be pretty careful with his choices. Masa scouting pretty diligently here with Marines, trying to make sure that State's not taking a third. And State coming to clear the watchtower. There's 3 stalkers that are going to be poking in. There's Blink being researched as well, but there's a robotics bay too. So Masa has to be careful not to overcommit against Blink stalkers if that's what he thinks might be coming. But the perfect scan reveals everything that's going on State's base.
Everything that's going on. Sees the Forge upgrading, the Twilight Console, robotics facility.
Misses 1 pylon, so that's as good as it gets for scans. And State will take a third, which Masa will be very aware of. That could have potentially been a missed position of the Marine. I think it could have denied the third, at least for a little bit longer.
Definitely.
Yeah, State very good with his observers as always. I would hate to play TVP against him. It seems like he always knows what you're doing and where your army is.
Although it doesn't seem to have been slowing down Masa at all. So I mean.
Yeah, that's true. Masa moving out and trying to hit before the Nexus finishes. So this is pretty smart by him. He doesn't want to have to face Photon Overcharge. And if he has enough of an army to deal with State's army, which I think he might, then he's going to force a cancel on this. And that would be huge. Oh, but there's a Colossus out.
Yeah, there is one Colossus. No Thermal Lance, though, but, I mean, still a Colossus is a Colossus.
It's risky, but if Masa goes for it, it could potentially be game-ending. It looks like he's just going to take the safe path here and establish his third behind it.
Yeah, if he is gonna go, he needed to do it before that Nexus finished.
Yeah. Very quick to start producing Vikings 4 at a time. So this is gonna be painful for State. He's committing to Colossus, Thermal Lance on the way. He's gonna have 2 Colossus with Thermal Lance. That's already a huge investment. And Masa's doing a really good job of preparing for it in advance.
Wow, I think State feels very confident with these Colossus. When he moved forward to pick off that Marine, he even pulled his Colossus back so that he wouldn't reveal them. Kind of strange. Or maybe he just pulled them back to deal with drops in the main too, but...
Yep, Photon Overcharge going preemptively as he saw with the Observer that medevacs were heading into his main.
Yep. Ooh, 2 Warp Gates do get unpowered, but Pylon's already on the way for them. Oh, picking up maybe really not the best idea there.
Yeah, very nice blink by State. Ends up losing 4 or so stalkers, so Masa doing a really good job with target firing, making the best of a crappy situation for him.
Definitely.
Losing a full medevac there, of course that never helps. But again, I like the way that Masa has been preparing for this, and I don't think that State knows how many Vikings are out on the field. The Observer at the main was taken care of. So this could be dangerous for him. Is he on 3 Colossi now?
He has
3
yeah. Colossi.
He stopped Colossus production.
No more coming. Yep, he is making that Warp Prism, which he likes to bring along with the Taxo used to harass as well.
Yep, if State's gonna make Hallucinated Colossus, let's hope he makes them in advance and not during the fight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is bad for Masa. Great
maybe, but the Colossus
yeah.
are completely undefended-ish.
Yeah, great force fields by State, but Masa's still able to take down 2 of the claw side. This might be too much for Masa. It looks like it.
Maybe.
Masa needs to pull SCVs now if he's going to pull them at all.
He already pulled him in that attack.
Oh, well.
So he lost quite a bit of SCVs there.
Yeah.
He might be able to hold off this attack, but, I mean,
yeah,
man,
a lot
the
of
losses. Yeah. Oh, needs to watch the Vikings. They're just going to get blinked under and eliminated.
Yeah, but the defensive blink is going to make it so that Masa can pick off this Colossus, I think.
And he will be able to. Nice job.
Yep. Leaving
Fortunately,
the Colossus undefended there for a second. Was State.
And I think State can cut his losses here and leave. Well, I say cut his losses, but I mean I think he did good. But I think
he did great.
Yeah,
that was great for State. He's put himself in an amazing position in this game, denying the third of Masa, while establishing his third, and with an army advantage in pretty much every regard.
Yep. Yeah, I would say State is in a good spot. Blinks back. There are no medevacs in the field at the moment, so those stims really hurt and will start to add up. But State is just going to retreat back to his space, happy with what he was able to do. Managed to take out the third.
I think this is going to be a 1-2 punch. Once Masa tries to reestablish his third, State might be able to close the game.
Definitely.
Really good play by State. A little bit of a positional mistake by Masa there with the Vikings.
Yeah, with the Vikings being off to the side, that was he wanted to go around to the middle of the map and try to pick off Colossus there, but the Colossus were kind of already too far out, and the Vikings weren't there in time, so he tried to pull him back, but the Stalkers caught him, and it was just a really awkward spot. Oh wow, is that a 4th CC?
No, that's a 3rd.
Or is that still the 3rd?
Yeah, Masa identifies that. The closer he is to State's 3rd, that's probably where State's going to be doing his warpins and establishing a position to push forward. So the further away you are from your opponent, the more defender's advantage you gain.
Interesting to see that State gets he favors attack upgrades over defense upgrades.
Yeah, I think Iagus put it really well last game. It's because his unit composition is Stalker and Colossus heavy rather than Zealot heavy, so he's not looking to tank.
Well, the only reason I say it is because he does have a decent number of Zealots.
Yeah, but he has a lot more Stalkers than I think most Purpose players.
Maybe, yeah, 13, but 13 Stalkers, 18 Zealots. I mean, I guess he does have a decent number of...
Yeah.
And I guess if your goal is to make it so your Colossi live, then you want the attack upgrade so you can kill Vikings as quickly as possible.
That too, yeah.
But regardless, a drop on the way to State's base. But State attacking like 4 places at once. He's got the Warp Prism, he's got his main army, and a contingent of Zealots on the left side.
Yeah, and State's going for it. The scan does not catch the hallucinated Colossus, so Masa's gonna have to waste another one, but I don't know that he can hold. This looks extremely scary for State.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Good force fields.
State, yeah, focus fire in the wrong Colossus as well.
Yeah.
Masa doing damage at the main, but it's not gonna matter. I mean, there's no way he can stop this.
Nope, even taking out all the real Colossus, I mean, there's nothing left to stop this ground army.
No way, Jose. And that's gonna be GG. State brings it closer to a 2-3 series against Masa. So State has 2 more games to go. Masa has 1 more game to go, and crown themselves champion of this tournament. We'll see who comes out ahead.
We'll be back in
seconds.
3 minutes. State wanted a 3-minute break between each game.
Each game?
That's what State said.
Okay. So.
Oh, he is?
He just wanted to know how long.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he said he needed to walk around or whatever and clear.
We'll be back in 90 seconds.
We'll be right back. Stay